Do you like vampires? I bet that all of you have watched at least one vampire movie at some point. I bet that there are some people out there that have been head over heels for Twilight or even the Vampire Diaries. Well, what would you say if I told you that there is one from a vampire right in front of you? Okay, so this takes us a while back, maybe a few months ago. Back then I was this cute, warm, energetic ray of sunshine, but like every normal human being, my schedule, well, let's just say that it was too tight for my liking. So I started to stress over not having enough time. And then I started to stress over even more things, and then even more, and the story goes on. The point is that I thought that time was my enemy, and I started to complain about a lot of things. I started to whine about every small inconvenience that I stumbled upon, and I would just make people around me feel exhausted. And that's how I became what we call an energy vampire. Alright, but what exactly is an energy vampire? Well, basically, it's someone capable of draining the living soul out of you. It's a person that gets increased energy around other people, but who leaves those other people exhausted or drained of energy. It can be anyone. Friends, colleagues, even family. Anyone. And that brings us to the next point. How can we spot such a person? Well, I myself like to put those energy vampires into three categories. Surely there are more, but those three are the ones more likely to be in your life, or who knows, maybe this is how you're going to figure out whether you're not one or not. So the first one, the narcissist. These are the people that are unable to show genuine interest towards other people. They usually come equipped with the following mindset. I come first and you come second. The second one, the melodramatic. These are the people that like to cause problems or to stir some drama. They usually search for reasons or prizes to feel victimized. And last but not least, the victim. I was one of these guys. These are people with very low self-esteem. They usually search for sympathy or attention by hanging out to other people or complaining a lot. They have the mindset that they are at the mercy of the world. Yet, even if you know all this, how can we help someone that might be an energy vampire? Well, I could say that there are quite some ways. You know, energy vampires are people too. They're not something people should be afraid of. Some say that getting rid of the energy vampires in your life might be for the best, but I just believe that it sounds egotistic. It's true, being careful around those energy vampires is important, but to be honest, they just need someone to be there for them. Someone that can lend them a listening ear. Many crave something that they lack, and namely love and affection. However, I want you all to pay attention to this one thing. Never, but never try to change an energy vampire. You can't tell them to stop feeding off of other people's energy. It's just like telling them to stop eating, or even worse, stop breathing. Some of them, if not most, were born like this, so telling them to change will not work. Change comes by itself. But one thing still needs to be cleared up. How can we avoid turning into an energy vampire, or what should we do if we ever realize that we are one? Well, I have this idea that the total opposite of an energy vampire is a ray of sunshine. And what does a ray of sunshine do? Well, let's see. They never think of negative, and they know that it is all a matter of how we view things. You see, it is all a matter of how we see the world. We all know that there is good and bad, the negative and the positive. But if we do want to get out of our negative area and reach our peak of happiness, we would want to change the way we see everything. We have to stop seeing the bad side of things and start seeing the good side of everything. Becoming a ray of sunshine is a whole process, and this is one of the very first things to do in order to become one. You will discover the rest on the way. Well, my movie ends quite well, my story is still flowing nicely. I've come back to being my usual self, but what about your story? How is it flowing? Are you an energy vampire, or are you a ray of sunshine? What do you choose to be? Or more importantly, have you ever given it a thought? Well, if you haven't, then I'm urging you to go home and think about it. Thank you.